All right, what's up, guys? In today's video, we're going to go over the MLB postseason bracket picks. These are going to be my picks on each series. I want to hear your guys' picks, hear your guys' takes in the comments. So let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me on my picks. Let's just get right into it. Unfortunately, my Giants, did not make the playoffs again. Pretty frustrating. We almost got the wild card spot. We just kept losing and losing towards the end there. But let's just get right into it. Orioles have the nice bye. They are looking great. They got over 100 wins this season. So congrats to them making the postseason and also locking in a bye for the first round. So our first matchup here is going to be Rays-Rangers. Rays had an amazing start to the season, and they were just unbeatable at some point. The Rangers have been consistently good, and I do love the Rangers. Bruce Bochy's my guy. As a Giants fan, I'm always cheering for him. He did so great for us. He won us all those World Series. So, my heart's going to be cheering for Bochy, and I do think they can pull up an upset just by outscoring the Rays, obviously outscoring the Rays. But I think Rangers can put up a lot of points, a lot of runs here, and I'm going to go with the upset here, the 4 versus the 5. I'm going to check really quick because I know, so the Rays are barely favored to win this series at minus 160, Rangers at plus 130. So if you were going to bet on this series, I would go with the Rangers, and I'm just like my heart's cheering for the Rangers. I want them to win. So we'll pick the Rangers to go the next round to face the Orioles. Next up, we got the Twins versus the Blue Jays here. The 3 versus the 6. I never know with the Twins. I can't trust them to win playoff series. Blue Jays have the experience. They've been in it many times as of late. So me personally, I do want to see the Blue Jays win. A 6 seed beating the 3 seed. Taking a look. Let's see. Oh, wow. So Twins are barely favored to win. They're at minus 120. Toronto's at minus 105. So it's a coin flip at this point for this series. So I'm going to just go with Blue Jays because I do want the Blue Jays to face the Astros in the next round. That's going to be a fun one to watch if we get there. Braves had another amazing season. They almost look unbeatable at this point. It's hard to go against the Braves. So they got the nice bye week, or they got the nice bye for the first round here. We got Phillies and Marlins here. I don't know. This one's easy for me. I'm sure Phillies are favored. They have to be. Let's see. Phillies. Yeah. Phillies minus 215. I was going to pick them anyways. I don't see the Marlins winning this series. It would be a huge upset if they did, but I got to go Phillies. And especially if we see Phillies Braves in the next round, it's going to be a great one to watch, division rivals there. This one's going to be interesting. The Brewers versus the D-backs. D-backs snuck in there, got the wild card spot. It was a nice battle throughout the end of the season there, battling with the Giants and the Cubs and the Marlins. And D-backs got in there. So congrats to them. This is where I see an upset happening, actually. I don't know. Brewers make it into the postseason almost every year lately, and they just don't win. They just don't win series. Or maybe they'll win the first series and then lose the second one. So going into this game, I'm sure, the Brewers are favored, minus 190. We got the Diamondbacks plus 150. This is going to be my upset here. D-backs are going to win the series. They're young. They got nothing to lose at this point. Hey, they made it into the playoffs, so go hard or go home. So we're going D-backs here to face the Dodgers in the next round. So, another division rival, division series here. But before we go to that, let's just go back up to the top here. And the ALDS, we got the Orioles and the Rangers. Like I said before, I love watching the Rangers. I love Bruce Bochy. I want everything, to go well for him. But at the same time, I love watching the Orioles. I love their young stars, and they're just getting better and better. They're going to be around for a long time, at least definitely the next 5 years, probably in the postseason. They're just getting better and better. So it's hard for me to go against the Orioles here. Sure, I wouldn't be mad at all if the Rangers do win this series, and that'd be awesome. but I got to go Orioles here to make it to the next round here. All right, up to the Blue Jays and the Astros. This one's going to be a great series if we get it. Astros, man, every year they're such a solid team. They are hard to beat, but I think this is the year for the Blue Jays to get past the Astros. It's one of those things. Blue Jays are another one of those teams that you just can't trust deep into the postseason, but my heart is for the Blue Jays. My gut is probably telling me that the Astros will win it, especially, they had the first week bye. So these are my picks. These are my opinions. I'm not saying this are guaranteed, obviously, but my heart wants Blue Jays. So let's just go with my heart on this one. We're going Blue Jays to face the Orioles. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Braves, Phillies. I mean, like I said, Braves are just unbeatable. They look too good. Sure, Phillies could win it, but I just don't see that happening. Braves should beat the Phillies almost easily, maybe sweep them, but I'm sure Phillies will get a game at least. D-backs, Dodgers. I mean, I'm a Giants fan, as you can tell. I hate the Dodgers. Most Giants fans do. I also don't like the D-backs, but I hate the Dodgers more than the D-backs. Of course, I'll be cheering for the Diamondbacks in this game, or in this matchup. But the Dodgers are really good this year. They got 100 wins. They look solid. I don't think Dodgers are losing in the first round. They do tend to choke in the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to lose against the D-backs. So I'm going to get another amazing matchup, Braves-Dodgers. Let's go back up to the top. Here we go. This is to get to the World Series. Orioles. Let's scoot everything over here just before. There we go for the World Series. We got the Orioles, Blue Jays. It is hard for me to say that the Blue Jays are going to go to the World Series, their first time in the postseason in a while. That's a stretch for the Blue Jays. That's a stretch for the Orioles. It's also a stretch for the Blue Jays to make it to the World Series. I'm sure the Astros are going to be in the spot, but like I said, I'm going with my heart on these ones, on some of these picks. It would be awesome to see the Blue Jays in the World Series, repping Toronto, and Toronto would be an amazing spot for the World Series. But at the same time, Orioles, man, they just look so good. This is so tough for me. This is so tough. I mean, I want to see both teams in the World Series. Got to pick one, of course. Let's go, man. I don't know. This is so tough. I was about to say, let's go Orioles, but then I'm like, no, I really want to see the Blue Jays in there. Like Guerrero, Bichette. Oh, man. My boy, Brandon Belt. I'm just going heart here. We're going Blue Jays to beat the Orioles, but I wouldn't be mad at it at all if Orioles make it to the World Series. Braves, Dodgers, amazing. This is going to be probably the matchup of the playoffs, the one to watch, the best one. Braves, Dodgers. I'm sure the Dodgers can beat the Braves, but man, they just look so unbeatable. And Dodgers are going to win some games in that series. They're not going to get swept at all. But I got to go Braves here. And, my heart, I don't like the Dodgers, so got to go Braves. But Blue Jays, Braves, even if it was Braves versus the Orioles, it's so hard to go against the Braves not winning the World Series. It could be Braves, Astros. But it's one of those things where a team did amazing during the regular season, and then they just end up choking in the playoffs, because the playoffs are a whole different beast. So will the Braves choke earlier on in the playoffs? We don't know. Probably not too early. They could lose against the Dodgers, but I do not want to see the Dodgers in another World Series. I would love to see the Blue Jays win the World Series. I just don't see that happening. Well, I mean, we got to go Braves on this one. But I would say a lot of people would think, my picks are pretty obvious on the NL side, but I don't think a lot of people have the Blue Jays going to the World Series. Especially the Astros losing against the Blue Jays, but that's my big upset right there. My big upset is earlier on with the D-backs beating the Brewers. But those are my picks, guys. I did this on MLB.com. You could fill out a bracket. I'm going to submit those picks there. But those are my picks. I want to hear your guys' picks. Let me know what you agree with. Let me know what you disagree with. Rep your team in the comments. I want to hear from you. Obviously, I'm a Giants fan. I know we didn't make it again. We fired our coach, so, on to bigger and better things, hopefully. So we'll see. All right, this is my video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching my picks. And yeah, stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're doing football picks throughout the season. And yeah, I gotta give you my picks for the MLB postseason. So you guys enjoy the postseason. It starts tomorrow. This is filmed on Monday. It starts tomorrow. So enjoy the postseason. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.